Good evening and welcome to Northeastern at 300 Mass Avenue. For those of you who don't know, this is one of our premier student spaces on campus. In fact, if you take a tour after and go upstairs, you will probably see students up there studying. My name is Lori Jakes, and I'm delighted to be here with you for the 18th Annual Compass Awards Ceremony and to celebrate the incredible achievements of our outstanding students. And every year I say the same sentence, but it's true every year. This event is probably one of my most favorite events that my team does. Let me also extend a warm welcome to our families and friends who are joining us virtually. We're so glad that you're able to participate in our program. And now, let's welcome our award recipients. Tonight we are recognizing 11 students, and after hearing about them, I know you will agree that they are truly extraordinary. These students have not only shown us they excel academically, but are also true leaders on and off campus with an unwavering dedication to Northeastern. Trust me when I tell you our honorees are more impressive each year. I'm sure you've heard the phrase, "It takes a village." We are able to celebrate these individuals and all of their accomplishments because of the terrific support from their villages. So now I'd like to take a moment to recognize the families and friends of these remarkable students. As you will hear tonight, all of our honorees have demonstrated that they are on the path for alumni leadership and continued involvement with Northeastern. And we look forward to being with them on this journey. But before we move on to hear from our honorees, I have the pleasure of introducing our Senior Vice President and one of the greatest supporters of our students here on campus, Diane Nishigaya McGilvray.
Thanks so much, Lori, and thank you to the many faculty members, deans, and administrators who are here this evening to support our 2024 Compass Award winners. Let's give you guys another hand. To our faculty and staff, we are so grateful for all that you do as teachers, advisors, and mentors for the students who learn from you every day. And as Lori did, I'd like to extend an especially warm welcome to our family members who are here tonight. How absolutely proud you must be. And I want to thank you for entrusting your students to Northeastern. So, I've been at this university, I was going to say a little more than 15 years, but the truth is, I think it's about 16, maybe it's even bumping up on 17. So I've just realized I'm like almost the same age as the Compass Awards. And every time this event rolls around, I think, is this the first time we've done it here at 300? Second time we've done it here at 300, which I love, which makes it new. But every time this event rolls around, I greet it with both excitement and oddly a little bit of dread. So you may be wondering, why is this? Well, excitement, obviously, because I am so pleased and so honored to congratulate these soon-to-be alumni for their enormous achievements. And I'm really also very excited to see what is next for all of you. But why the dread? Well, the dread is because these Compass Awards have traditionally marked the official start of the commencement season. And after all of these years at the university and in university administration, I have to say that commencement season remains something that's a little bit bittersweet for me. It's the depth of the impact that each and every one of our students, that every single class has on me. And you may not know it, and we may not have met in person. I know some of you, but not all of you. But you are the reason that all of us come to work at Northeastern University every single day. And so what commencement season means is we're really going to miss you. And you guys look great. I saw your pictures on your profiles. You look even better all dressed up for this. We really are going to miss you and what you've done here. So my most important thank you goes to you for making a difference in the life of this university. The fact that you have won this award, the Compass Award, one that has been established by the Office of Alumni Relations, means that we have every confidence that you will continue to have an impact, to make a difference, and to help shape this university for many years to come. Why are these named the Compass Awards? I think about this all the time, and I kind of change up my reason a little bit every year. First, a compass is a symbol of guidance and direction, and the faculty, the staff, the people who have supported and nominated you have been that source of guidance and direction, clearly. But I think as importantly, as we can see from everything that you have done in your time here, you have played that role. You have been that resource. You have been that inspiration for others. You have been that compass. A compass represents interconnectedness of all directions. And as I said, I read about you. You are all very, very different. Your interests range from ice skating to cartography to electric racing. Your majors range from architecture to nursing to computer science. You come from Massachusetts, from Georgia, from California, from New York, and many other places. Yes, you are all very different, but it is your ability to make a difference that brings you together tonight. A compass helps you navigate through unfamiliar situations, new experiences, difficult challenges. Your Northeastern compass means you will never be lost. It's also been said that a compass is of no use without a destination. So I'm going to paraphrase one of my favorite quotes about compasses, and that is, my charge to you: set your compass to achievement, to impact, to progress, but also set it to empathy, to humor, and to joy. Stay the course, and we, your alma mater, will support you with everything we've got. Compass Award winners from the class of 2024, congratulations.
Thank you, Diane. And now for our first presentation. I would like to introduce Sarah Carr, Associate Professor of Architecture, Urbanism, and Landscape, and Associate Director and Undergraduate Programs Coordinator for the School of Architecture, who will present the award for the College of Arts, Media, and Design.
Thank you. C told me the first person sets the tone, and so with all apologies, because it's hard to do justice to Graham's incredible accomplishments, but I do have to be brief, so get through this as efficiently as I can. If 10 years from now you notice that parts of Boston are more beautiful, accessible, and equitable, it will be because of Graham Moitoso. Graham brings excellence and empathy to everything they do, whether it is in their capacity as one of our most highly sought after TAs, mentoring our underclassmen, their co-ops, one of our first students to have a co-op with the City of Boston in the Transportation Department in a time of exciting change in the city, and their numerous research assistant positions, which have primarily been in the area of participatory design. And so really getting out in the communities of Boston, working with youth, working with elderly, working with all sorts of populations. Much of Graham's design work has focused on environmental justice, And in their short time here, they have project managed a pop-up park in Chelsea, both designing and building a place for the communities to come together in a heat island area. They have worked with Roxbury youth, mapping out their experience in their neighborhood, and they have reimagined Blue Hill Avenue, which is about to undergo a major transformation. Most recently, Graham has been working with me in the city of New Bedford, and as part of our class project, and then later in their capacity as a research assistant, proposed a green infrastructure plan that again will make a neighborhood more beautiful, more just, and more environmentally sustainable. Marie Adams, another one of Graham's mentors, mentioned that Graham approaches every problem they come to with the capacity, professionalism, and knowledge of any mid-career professional. And I feel like so many times we give this award to somebody for their potential, and it's just an incredible pleasure to give this award to Graham because of the real impact that they've already made for Boston and for its people, and I can't wait to see what comes next.
The next Compass Award goes to a recipient from the Bouvet College of Health Sciences and will be introduced by Assistant Clinical Professors for the School of Nursing, Kay Bemis and Pamela Morrison.
Thank you. This is our first time, so might be a little bit briefer. So Laurel Bellamore is a senior nursing student who has demonstrated both excellence in her academic achievements, as well as a commitment to both Northeastern and Boston through her volunteerism. She's been active in the women's lacrosse team, as well as working in an assisted living and participating as a Boston Marathon medical volunteer. From the first day I had Laurel in the classroom, she is just all smile, and she really made me feel like, okay, I can do this, because she always was there, like, yes, yes. So, and then from seeing her on our co-op experience, she always has a smile and kind words to share with everyone. She has embraced experiential learning through her various clinical and co-op experiences and is always eager to make a difference in her patients' lives. It is a great honor to present Laurel with the Bouvet College of Health Sciences Compass Award.
The next Compass Award is for the DeMoore McKim School of Business. Unfortunately, our presenter had a last-minute emergency and is unable to be here with us this evening, but in their place is my colleague, C. Hawkins, our Director for Student Engagement and Philanthropy.
Thank you, Lori. Sarah, Michelle, come and join me. So, Sarah, since this is my house, my office is behind these doors, so I get to do what I want to do when I have the mic in my house. So, I'm going to have Michelle here. So, I have this letter. I usually don't write down remarks or read from paper, but it's important that I do Michelle justice. So, I have Michelle here because I want to make sure Michelle gets her flowers as I read this nomination about the things she's done. So, these are not my words. These are words that we took from the nomination that we received for Michelle for the Compass Award. Michelle is pursuing a combined major in international affairs and international business with a concentration in brand management and marketing. She has achieved a 3.97 GPA, 3.97. I didn't have those numbers beside my name when I was an undergrad, which represents her outstanding performance in the classroom. In addition, she has completed 2 excellent co-ops, one at Wayfair in brand management and one at ServiceNow in the area of demand marketing. Michelle has demonstrated a strong spirit of leadership and volunteerism throughout her time at Northeastern. Most notably in her multi-year involvement in WISE, our Women's Interdisciplinary Society of Entrepreneurship, who actually shares a space to the left of us with me. She was the first to participate as a We Build cohort member, which is the Thought Incubator. Next, she served as a mentor in the We Support Mentorship Program. And now she has served as the co-director of the Outreach Summit, helping to organize the event to continue to increase engagement in the Northeastern entrepreneurship community. This progression shows her payback and helps others develop their own ideas and passion. Outside of WISE, Michelle has become involved in the Northeastern Marketing Association, serving initially as the marketing consultant, later on showing a similar progression as the executive director, leading one of DMSB's largest student organizations. Furthermore, she has served as a social media ambassador for DMSB, helping the school to engage the community and spreading awareness of Northeastern and DMSB. So this is the last sentence of the nomination letter, and I think I could have probably just said this sentence, but I wanted to read the other things. Michelle's achievements inside and outside of the classroom represent some of the best that Northeastern has to offer. So help me congratulate Michelle on the Compass Award for DMSB. We get to take our picture together. See, Michelle's great. She wrote a speech of the things she wants to say, so.
I just wanted to first start by expressing my deepest gratitude for being able to represent Damore McKim as the recipient of the Compass Award this year. When I entered Northeastern my freshman year, I was a nervous wreck. I had no idea what I wanted to do with my life, and if you told me freshman year that I'd have to stand up here and say a thank you speech in front of everyone, I'd probably run out the room screaming. So I'd really love to thank Damore McKim for shaping me today to be the confident, passionate, and kind person I consider myself. At Damore McKim, I've had the absolute pleasure of exploring so many of my passions through my extracurriculars. As previous executive director of the Marketing Association's consulting subgroup, a Damore McKim social media ambassador, and most recently, the co-director of outreach for the WISE Summit Conference, I am eternally grateful to have been able to meet and befriend so many amazing individuals who have taught me the meaning of empathy, patience, and genuine passion. One of my biggest achievements in these past 4 years at Damore McKim is sourcing our 17 incredible keynote, lightning talk, workshop, and panel speakers at our 250-person full-day conference at WISE. Being able to champion diversity in this role through industry, expertise, gender, ethnicity, etc., was unfathomably rewarding, and watching 10 months of hard work come to life was a moving experience I know I will never forget. Lastly, I want to thank Associate Dean Todd Alessandri and everyone who made my nomination possible. Thank you both to the old and the new friends for being my support system these past few years. Thank you to my sister for always being there for me. And of course, last but not least, thank you to my parents who are on the way because of traffic, for sacrificing so much and leaving everything they knew in Hong Kong to build a better life for me and my sister. 媽咪同爹哋，我能夠有今日個成就係全靠有你喺我身邊，多謝你。Thank you, everyone.
The next award is for the College of Engineering and will be co-presented by teaching professor and vice chair for undergraduate studies in civil and environmental engineering, Annalisa Onis Hayden, and Associate Co-op Coordinator, Jessica Ormsby.
Thank you. Unfortunately, Annalisa couldn't be here tonight, but she's here in spirit, and she talked to Ben this morning. So, good evening. I'm Ben, coordinator in Co-op, and also the faculty advisor for our student chapter of Engineers Without Borders. Ben was really easy to nominate for the Compass Award because during his time at Northeastern, he's really demonstrated the core values of leadership, volunteerism, and academic integrity that the award values. He's a high-achieving environmental engineering student who has been involved in Roxbury Robotics, active participant in the Alliance of Civically Engaged Students, leadership roles in the New England Water Environment Association, peer mentor and teaching assistant in the Civil and Environmental Engineering Department. He's performed immense amount of research, and he's been a proven leader in the student chapter of Engineers Without Borders. He has embraced his experiences at Northeastern, participating in 2 co-ops and traveling to the Netherlands and Sardinia for 2 different dialogues of civilizations. Ben's leadership in EWB include being the Uganda design lead, where he's worked with over 30 students to design a drinking water system for a community of 1,400 residents who don't have access to reliable clean water in Uganda. Then as the chapter president, overseeing the 19-member e-board who are working in Panama, Uganda, and Guatemala. And this summer, he had the ability to travel with 4 other students to Uganda and demonstrated immense leadership capabilities as he led the travel team to install a pump in the drinking water well and construct a solar array for power. When completed, that project will adequately provide clean drinking water for the residents. Ben's passion for the environmental issues inspired him to learn how to work as a research assistant in Professor Onis Hayden's lab, his first year in 2020. He started by assisting several graduate students with data collection. Then he developed and conducted his own research project on phytoremediation of PFAS-contaminated water, something that's going to impact all of us in our lifetime. He procured funding, designed the experimental setup, and performed all associated tasks on the project, including then training and supervising several underclass students. Professor Onis Hayden has been thoroughly impressed by his ability to be a gentle and humble leader in the lab, which I think we can all appreciate. Ben's active participation in the Civil and Environmental Engineering Department at Northeastern and his involvement in research, student groups, all stem from his passion to make the world a better place for all citizens. And we believe he will continue to be a great ambassador to Northeastern and uphold the values that the Compass Award embodies. Ben, we look forward to seeing where your next journey takes you, and you'll always have a home here at Northeastern. Congratulations.
Just very quickly, since I am a known talker, I'll keep it brief. I just know it was said earlier that it takes a village, so I really want to extend a huge thank you to my village. I'm an amalgamation of the support of everyone that I've ever had the opportunity to meet. I want to just extend a huge thank you to Jessica Ormsby, Dr. Onis Hayden, who couldn't be here because she's at her son's play. I'm glad she went to that instead of this. And my roommates, my family, especially my parents and my brother. So again, thank you all so much.
Mark Fontenot, teaching professor and assistant dean of student experience at the Corey College of Computer Sciences, will present our next award for the Corey College of Computer Sciences.
So as somebody who spends a significant portion of their time trying to figure out how to condense dense technical topics down into 65 or 100-minute lectures, to condense the greatness that is James Chang Davidson down into 1 to 1.5 minutes is a challenge that I haven't experienced in quite some time. James really embodies leadership, volunteerism, and academic integrity that is part of the Compass Award concept. He's done 3 amazing co-op experiences at Roche Diagnostics, Starry, New Store. He's been an orientation leader in Oakland. You heard an allude to earlier of electric racing, and that is James's. That's his thing, or that was his thing. I don't know how else to describe it. I have most closely worked with James in the last 2 years. I was 6 days away from teaching my first class at Northeastern, and I got an email from a student who was like, I'd like to meet and reach out from the College of Engineering. And James showed up to my very first class ever. And then we went and looked at the electric racing car, and it was really phenomenal. James really has set the bar for Corey and perhaps Northeastern, against which we will evaluate many future successes. He encourages students, faculty, and staff to bring their best selves to campus each day because he brings his best self to campus each day. I would love to say that I am better off for knowing him, and I'm actually better than that because he has been such an integral part of my 2 years at Northeastern, and so I am pleased to be able to present this award to James.
I don't know if you caught that, but he said because he had to talk, I have to talk. I think about 30 minutes ago, I was told that we would have the opportunity to give a few words. So I did not actually prepare much of anything, but I did want to say that the number one thing I wanted to say is thank you to everybody who has been there to provide me the opportunities that have put me here. I would not be here if it weren't for the engineering students in electric racing who welcomed me onto their business team on my first year and said, computer science, I don't care. You can come help us make spreadsheets. I wouldn't be here if it weren't for the College of Engineering saying, we have a student activities council, we would love a student leader, we would love to have you help run it, even though you're a Corey student. So thank you to Rochelle and to Dean Aboud. Thank you. And I wouldn't be here, most of all, without Dr. Fontenot, who gave the speech, because even though he's only been here for 2 years, he has single-handedly transformed my experience here at Northeastern and at Corey. He is an exemplary faculty member who provides opportunities for students to grow beyond what I could ever imagine being allowed to do here at Northeastern. So thank you.
The Compass Award for the College of Professional Studies will be presented by Senior Academic Advisor Michael Boudreau.
Thank you. I just love the Compass Awards. As a double Husky and a Northeastern employee, I'm a little biased. We have so many just amazing students across the global network. But tonight, we're honoring just one student from each school, undergraduate school and college. We'll talk about the Garnett recipient a little bit later. So these are truly the best of the very best. And at CPS, we have a little added pride because many of our students, while they're earning their degree, are also working professionally or raising a family, or both. Since 2017, Northeastern University has partnered with Major League Baseball to bring educational opportunities to current and former Major League and minor league ball players. It's been a very successful partnership in just a short amount of time. We've had almost 150 players take coursework with us, which has translated to about 40 degrees and counting, and well over $1 million in revenue. But the university has really been rewarded with the student stories and the great students we have. And tonight's Compass Award recipient from CPS, Ryan Westmoreland, is at the top of our partnership, at the top of our college, and the top of our university. He checks all the boxes as a Compass Award recipient. He's a high achiever academically. He's a leader inside and outside of the classroom. And he gives a lot of his time and energy in volunteerism. What you might not know about Ryan, unless you've looked at Northeastern Global News or the Boston Globe, that he was once an elite professional athlete with a promising career with the Boston Red Sox. A serious medical challenge had to put that career to the side, and it's been a lot of hard work, but now Ryan is elite in another area. He's elite in perseverance and resilience in overcoming adversity and being successful. And we're very proud of Ryan for that. But what I most like about Ryan is that he's super humble and appreciative and proud to be a Northeastern University Husky. So without further delay, it's my honor to present the 2024 Compass Award to Ryan Westmoreland.
Of course, I had a big speech written out and I forgot it at home, so I wrote some things down on my phone. First, I just want to congratulate all the other award winners tonight. It's truly an honor being amongst you all. I need to thank Dan Queen and everyone with the Northeastern University and Boston Red Sox Major League Baseball partnership for giving me the opportunity to come back to school after baseball and try to get my degree. Lastly, I need to thank my wife, Libby, for the tremendous support and sacrifices she's made. During my time here, we've had 2 daughters, and so she's obviously had to go through that, plus finding the time to help me with schoolwork and doing it all without complaining. So that's something that's really amazing, and I'm forever grateful. Winning an award like this really means a lot to me. When I was drafted in 2008, right out of high school, by the Boston Red Sox, I made a promise to myself and my family that regardless of how my career went, how long it went, at some point in my life I would return to college and try to get my degree. So obviously I'm doing that. Unfortunately, my playing career got cut short. I had 2 brain operations and 20 other surgeries, including 3 in my time here at Northeastern. So, I'm pretty well versed in facing adversity, unfortunately. But I do believe the biggest lesson that I can take away from all of this is really it's never too late to accomplish something that you set your mind to. It's all about your mindset and how you look at things. And I would say don't allow yourself to think that something cannot be done, because, like I said, with the right mindset, it can. And lastly, for me, I'm partially deaf, I'm partially blind. I've done everything over the last 4 years, typing papers, really for the last 15 years with one hand. Like I said earlier, with a won't quit mindset. I truly believe that anything is possible. Thank you.
Our next award is for the College of Science, and Kirsten Furtuck, Biochemistry Program Director and Teaching Professor, will introduce the recipient.
Hello, I'm so excited to be here representing College of Science and to introduce you to Ashley, who I cannot see. Maybe if I stand on my toes, and you don't have to be that uncomfortable, but I'll just be leaning a little bit so that I can smile at you. I have known Ashley since she started here, and it's been really exciting to watch her progression. It was very clear from the beginning that she had a tremendous amount of energy, and to watch her progress to working her way through the Fulbright fellowship system has been just very, very exciting. She has extremely wide-ranging interests. Biochemistry is, very specialized in one area, and she combined that with a second major to satisfy her interests in health humanities. She co-founded and is the president of the Health Humanities Club, and she has an interest in history and a minor as as well. She has a very unusual number of peak research grants spanning both of these really distinct areas of academic endeavor on the biochemistry side and also the health humanities side as well. And she has been engaged in research in both areas as well. It's very unusual, really, to see someone who has been researching in hospitals. She's currently doing her capstone research in the Division of Gastroenterology at Brigham and Women's Hospital. She's been a researcher in chemical engineering, and then she does all of this other health humanities and research as well. She is the president of the figure skating club that was mentioned earlier, and she has done a dialogue in Ghana. So much interesting and just fascinating and inspiring energy. She has been involved in the Northeastern Women's Research Engagement Network, that's WREN, W-R-E-N, awarded Most Active Member. That does not surprise me at all. I think Most Active is something that really describes her really effectively. I think that I'm going to leave my description there. There's so much more that I could say, but I think leaving it with most active is probably just a really great way to describe Ashley. And I would love to come and congratulate her up nice and close. I also punched her in the nose. Amazing.
Thank you. Hi, thank you everyone. Yes, lots of diverse interests. That's a good summary. I like to be busy, evidently, so I just want to do the thank yous for that. So, of course, thank you to Professor Furtuck for all of her mentorship and support with doing as much as I can kind of with biochemistry and doing kind of trying to balance two majors, which is already tough enough with the way that co-ops are at Northeastern. So very appreciative of all the guidance there. Also want to thank in the back Professors Altschler and Professor Chris Parsons, who I have completed the health humanities work with and have been super helpful in my graduate application process, can't even find words, as well as a thank you for all the student organizations I've been a part of. I've been super proud to be a part of the Northeastern Figure Skating Club. We've had some really great changes and kind of growth as a club, and it's very exciting just to see the new generation of leaders coming up and the continuity. I'm so excited to be an alumni for them, as well as for the Health Humanities Club, which I helped found. Again, with the support of Professors Sari Altschler and Chris Parsons. And yeah, really any person I've talked to, any faculty, all of it has been so impactful. I've loved being at Northeastern and just surrounded by such motivated people. It's such a great environment, and thrilled to have been here. Thank you.
I have a long reach, but not that long. Our next Compass Award is for the College of Social Sciences and Humanities. Introducing our award recipient will be Layla Brown, Assistant Professor of Cultural Anthropology and Africana Studies.
So it gives me great pleasure to be here today in order to present you with this award, Jania. So I have been at Northeastern now for 2 years, and Jania has been such an instrumental part of my time. I first met Jania when she and I were serving on a panel together for the Bell Hooks Symposium, where I got to hear her give a very moving testimony about her life as a Black queer woman with Caribbean roots. And following that, Jania just started to kind of come around. And I just started, she just started to come by my office and hang out, and we started to develop a relationship. And now in the past 2 years, Jania has been a student of mine. I have advised her for a Peak Award over the summer where she did work on queer, African, conceptions of queer identity across the African continent, and now she is my TA. And I can say without a doubt, in the 12 years that I have been teaching, you are the best TA I have ever had. It is so lovely to teach a class and have all your needs anticipated and not have to do anything but really show up. Beyond that, Jania is so involved in the Northeastern community and beyond. Jania has served in a number of capacities with the NBSA, which is the Northeastern Black Student Association, including as president, where she was very instrumental in establishing some very fun programs for the students here that had kind of died off after COVID-19. She is has been very involved with Afro Spectrum, which is a Black queer student affinity group on campus. But I actually am really proud of the work that Jania did as a volunteer with Sitters for Scholars, because Sitters for Scholars is a program that provides free childcare to people low-income people who have decided to return to college. And so your ability to help other people achieve their dreams is something that I have watched you do over the past 2 years. I am going to miss you so much when you leave. We have some other things in the works, hopefully, so we will not announce those at the moment, but I will put my cross my fingers for you, and I am so happy to present you with this award.
I'll try to be as brief as possible because I am also a talker. I'd first like to thank my mentors, especially Dr. Brown, for how many changes and how much positive influence she's had in my life. I hope to be a professor one day, and she's taught me the kind of professor that I want to be when I grow up, and I'm forever thankful for that. As well as Dr. Regine John Charles and our graduate student Asia Potts, both of whom I hope are joining virtually. But in addition to that, I'd like to thank my friends, those who are here. I see some of you in the audience. I love you so very much. And those who aren't here. My family, particularly my father, who has done everything in the world to support me. I would not be here without him. I'm also a crier. So I'm thankful for that. And yeah, I'm just really honored to be here with all the amazing recipients, with all of you today. I'm so appreciative to be in the College of Social Sciences and Humanities. I will ride or die for that college every single day, especially for the International Affairs Program and Africana Studies, who I love very much. So yeah, thank you.
So in the spirit of the NCAA tournament, we're down to the final three. The Alumni Relations Compass Award is next, and I'm going to ask my colleague, C. Hawkins, to come back to the lectern.
Josh, you probably know you have to come join me, so you come up. So in my role as the Director of Student Engagement and Philanthropy, really in alumni relations, but really for the Advancement Division, it is truly my job to make sure all of our students who are here, whether they have a 4.0 or 3.0, 2.0, 1.0, is to understand what life is going to be like post-Northeastern. And that means how they're going to support the university, what they will do at the university. And also my job is to make sure they have a great time while they're here at the university. And I don't have to grade any papers or make people mad that I didn't give them the grade that they wanted to have. As part of my role, I interact with about 300 student leaders that help Northeastern Advancement and Alumni Relations get our word out. So I had a lot of people to think about for this award. Of the 300, 133 of them are graduating. So there's probably 132 of them that are probably upset with me because they're not standing here in Josh's place. But Josh is one of the founding members of our Student Philanthropy Council, which is one of Advancement's newest student groups. I didn't have the pleasure of picking Josh, one of my team members, Kendra, who's no longer with us in advancement division, picked him to be one of the inaugural members. Kendra did a very, very good job picking Josh. I can't think of a better person to be in that role. And ironically, Josh and I met in this same exact space. The first time we met, we had an event for all of our student leaders, and it was the first time I met the Philanthropy Council. And from that day, I knew we had a magic gem in Josh. I knew that he was smart, although I don't give him any grades. The way he spoke and the way he embraced all of the other student leaders who were here and all of the adults who were here was very impressive. So Josh has done great things with the Student Philanthropy Council. One of the things when you have a new group, any of us here who've ever created something new, first of all, we have to get the students interested in what we're doing. We write all these papers, go talk to Diane, go talk to Lori. Can we do these things? And on paper, they look good, but do they actually work? We never know. But when we have students like Josh in the places to be, the things that we have in our heads will come to fruition, and they have. Josh was the first person who launched the student newsletter for the Student Philanthropy Council, which is a vehicle for us to speak with other student organizations about how they can use philanthropy to accomplish their goals and learn more about what that means to the university. And Josh did this while he was applying to medical school. Not sure why. He also was doing this while he was being an EMT. So he was doing a lot of things. He was doing this with little support from me, little support from some of the other folks on the Philanthropy Council, but he did it all. And so it's just amazing. I could talk all the time, but I guess I shouldn't take up all the time, although I'm in my own house. I should be able to talk as long as I like, but I won't. But I also want to share one of my least favorite things about my job is writing recommendation letters. It is my least favorite thing. Least favorite thing I do. I would do anything but write recommendation letters. But when Josh came to me and said, "See, would you be interested or would you be willing to write a recommendation for me to go to law school?" I immediately said yes. And I usually don't. I usually don't say yes. I usually don't. I usually like, "Are you sure? Is there an advisor who can write it for you?" I really don't want to write it. So, but I do want to close with my remarks. I know, Michelle, I read something for you, but I had planned this before I knew I was. So I actually pulled out the actual recommendation that I wrote for Josh for medical school. And I'm going to read exactly what it says. Of course, it says medical school, but just scratch out medical school and put the world. And so it'll give you a understanding of what and who Josh is. So this would be the last closing paragraph of my letter. To conclude, Josh is an excellent candidate for medical school because of his drive, work ethic, leadership skills, and passion that he demonstrated in every facet of our interactions. It was my distinct pleasure to advise and get to know him as an individual and as a leader at Northeastern. Although time has been brief, I have seen firsthand Josh's passion, commitment to diversity, unity, service, and service to others. I know he would thrive in any medical school or any world and apply those skills in a medical career dedicated to the unity and service. I pass along my highest, and I don't use these words. Anyone who knows me, I don't use words easily. You have to earn my words. I pass along my highest recommendation that he be admitted to any medical school. And so with that just sums up how great and amazing Josh is. So Josh, we wish you well. We know you'll do great things, but remember Northeastern as you do those great things. Thank you, Josh.
I'm beyond grateful for this award and all those words, C. To be honest, winning an award like this was never something on my radar, so receiving the news was humbling to say the least. At my time here in Northeastern, I've been privileged to honestly just pursue things I've been passionate about, and that's what I've been most grateful for, that Northeastern has allotted those opportunities to its massive and diverse student population. So getting to work specifically with the alumni relations makes me grateful that I've been the one who benefits from those, and also now, as I'm stepping onto this next phase, maybe I can be the one to give other people those same benefits. And so the message I've learned, and one that I hope that other people can take away, is you don't have to decide between choosing what you're passionate about and making a difference. You can choose what you're passionate about and make a difference in that. And just do what you love doing, because there's a lot of people in the world and everyone needs something, and you might be that thing that someone needs. I want to say, just to conclude, that I'm thankful for C, all my mentors, and my family and loved ones.
So the next award is the Wendy Breen Klein Award, and it is named in honor of a Northeastern alumna, the late Wendy Breen Klein. This award is presented to a senior who embodies both leadership and volunteer engagement. I don't think that's the right word, but we're going to go with that for now. To introduce our recipient is Assistant Professor of Chemical Engineering, Sarah Hashmi.
Sorry, I started too far back. Hi, thank you for the introduction. I'm really excited to be here and to present this award to Caro. I need to say that I'm here really on behalf of the Department of Chemical Engineering. I'm one of the members of our awards committee. And every year we solicit nominations for awards from students and from faculty alike. And it was a very easy decision for our committee this year to nominate Caro for this award. So I want to share with you a few of the things that came in with Caro's nominations. Not only from her teachers in class, who describe her as one of the top students in our department. She has also shared with me some of her own resume bits, right? Being active with the, let me say this right, the Society of Cosmetic Chemists, winning awards from the Society of Cosmetic Chemists and spearheading one of their outreach programs called Next Gen, which is specifically to help encourage early career scientists, especially from underrepresented minority groups. Caro also has spent 3 years working in the lab of Leila Daravi in chemistry and chemical biology, and that's called the Biomaterials Design Group. And I have some words to share from Professor Daravi, who also wrote on your behalf, which I found her words to be really wonderful. But one of Caro's many accomplishments working in the lab, despite having very little materials research before coming to Northeastern, is her name first on a patent that was submitted this past summer. So I just want to end with some words from Professor Daravi, her research mentor, saying that I came to first know Caro in the fall of 2021 when she approached me to do research in my lab. Her contagious enthusiasm, humility, eagerness for excellence, and willingness to do whatever it takes to succeed were immediately noticeable. Caro is a true rising star with an unstoppable drive to succeed. I'm really thrilled to present Caro Aguilera Barraza with this award.
Wow, all right. So I'd like to start today by saying that I am deeply honored and grateful to receive the Wendy Breen Klein Award today. This recognition means a great deal to me, and I am humbled to be chosen and here among such outstanding individuals. I also want to express my heartfelt gratitude to the selection committee for believing in my potential, as well as everybody that has supported me along the way, especially my family, the one that's here today, my parents, my sister, Gerard. Thank you so much. Without you, I couldn't be here today. Thank you for always motivating me, for always helping me push forward. Without you, I really couldn't have done half the things I've done. I also want to thank all of my friends, the ones that are here, the ones that couldn't make it, the ones that are back home. I really thank you for always being by my side, helping me always laugh, and always being by my side with all these adventures. I also would like to thank all of my mentors and all of my peers that are here today. I am absolutely honored to carry the legacy of Wendy Breen Klein, and I just want to finish this up by saying thank you all for this incredible honor.
And our final award of the night is the Garnet Award, presented to one junior or third-year undergraduate student who has demonstrated the same core values as the Compass Award recipients. I'd like to invite Kirsten Furtuck from the College of Science back up to the lectern to introduce the honoree.
Hello, your biochemist is back. If you didn't have a favorite one before, I'm happy to serve in that role for you. I'm going to be honoring Diana now, and I'm going to tell you just a couple of brief things. I know it's hard to be last. I'm sure you'd like to stand up. I have known Diana for a while, but I'll just tell you a couple of things about her. She worked with me as a peer mentor in my fall course last year, and she also traveled with my group to San Antonio probably about 2 weeks ago, so that wasn't exactly related to this nomination. It just means that she's an accomplished researcher, and she did extremely well. She was recognized with an honorable mention for her research poster presentation out of 300 undergraduates who came to this national meeting. That is a very difficult thing to achieve. So we were very proud of her for that. Another thing I'd just like to mention is that her research mentor, who's a very, very strong advocate for her, asked me in October about this nomination and said, I didn't miss it, did I? And I said, no, you're like 3 or 4 months early. We'll make it in time, don't worry. But really wanted to make sure she got nominated for this award because she thought that Diana would be a fantastic, outstanding candidate, and that is accurate. Diana is really a superb match for this award. I'm going to just finish by mentioning a couple of recognitions that Diana has already, and those include, I should have used larger font for these eyes. Let's see. There's so many. You've been involved with so many acronyms. My goodness. So let's see. Root of Abundance Award. That's awarded to students who serve as a leader in grounding their communities towards values rooted in abundance, care, and sustainability through lasting actions and initiatives. And also. First Gen Legacy Building Award, awarded to recognize First Gen students in their efforts in developing a First Gen community at Northeastern in Boston. She's the lead program manager for PODER, that's Prosperity, Ownership, Determination, Empowerment, Resilience, Early Arrival Program, which involves directing a 5-day early arrival program that assists first generation Latinx and or undocumented DACA students for successful transition to Northeastern. Vice President of the Latin American Student Organization, and she's held previous roles before her vice president role. She's been working as a funnel program assistant, that's first generation undocumented and low income community, organizing events with that group. Much more acronyms, more involvement. It's been amazing. She does many other things, and she was just a truly superb fit for this award, and we're very excited to recognize her. Diana, I would love to present you with this award.
I'm very lucky because I'm the last person, so I get to move this down a little bit. I'm also really lucky to be the last person because it's been so wonderful to hear all the things that you guys are doing, just amazing across so many disciplines. But I did want to take this time to thank my friends that are here, and Sara, who is Associate Director of the LSCC, for being here. And also, I hope that my family got the video camera working. They always have trouble with that. And also my sister, who's at a Yankees game, but said she would log on, so love you. And I'm just really honored for this award, so thank you.
Actually, Diana, you're not the last one. I do want to ask Graham or Laurel if you want to take a minute to come up and make some remarks before we end the program. Okay.
Thank you. I know I'd prepared a little something. So good evening, everyone, and thank you for this incredible honor. I'm deeply humbled and grateful to have been selected as one of the recipients of the Compass Award. And to my fellow award recipients, congratulations. It's truly an honor to be among such an impressive group of individuals. I extend my heartfelt thanks to the Northeastern Alumni Association for coordinating this wonderful celebration and recognizing the achievements of so many talented students. I couldn't be more proud to be a Husky and look forward to remaining actively engaged as an alumna and contributing to the continued excellence of my soon-to-be alma mater. I want to thank all of the faculty in Bouvet as well. It's an outstanding community who have instilled in its students the value of using our talents to promote wellness, to focus on health span, to be innovative, and to address health disparities. I have received outstanding educational and professional experiences through Bouvet's exceptional and varied networks. Reflecting on my journey here tonight, I'm reminded of the invaluable support I've received from many people along the way. To my family, friends, my lacrosse teammates, and coaches, thank you for your unwavering encouragement and guidance. You have taught me the importance of loyalty, grit, teamwork, charity, gratitude, and humility. I want to express my appreciation to my siblings, Brennan and Jolie. Being triplets, we have always leaned on each other and pushed each other since day one. Their unwavering love and support has been a constant source of strength. I'm especially proud of my sister, who's here tonight as well, who is graduating alongside me as a Northeastern nursing student. Her default is set to compassion, and she is also insatiably curious and has a problem-solving mindset. She will make a tremendous impact in the field of oncology nursing. I'm also immensely grateful to my parents, who have instilled in me the values of hard work and integrity. They have provided me with the space and the confidence to tackle challenges on my own, to embrace vulnerability, and to fail forward. Through my experiences, I have come to understand that true compassion goes beyond empathy. It requires vulnerability and a genuine willingness to connect with others on a deeper level. I'm committed to leveraging my privilege to uplift those around me, recognizing that not everyone has had the same access to information and care. As I look to the future, I am reminded of the power of a simple smile to uplift the spirits of others and the profound value of personal connection in offering solace, support, and hope. I am eager to continue leading with compassion and enhancing the quality of life for individuals, families, and communities. Once again, thank you for this incredible honor. I am truly grateful for the opportunities that lie ahead and the chance to make a positive impact on the world around me.
Hello. Thanks everyone for coming and for supporting. Thank you especially to Marie and Sarah and Kara, who have all supported me so much in my journey here. I'm an architecture student, but as you may have heard, I'm more doing like landscape architecture, urban planning sort of things, and we don't necessarily have those programs here at Northeastern yet, but all these professors have supported me so much in exploring these different fields and have generally just inspired me to do what I want and what I'm passionate about, so I'm really thankful for that. And thank you also to my incredible best friends who are here, Katie, Ellen, and Bean, and to my mom who came all the way from rural Georgia to celebrate me tonight. So thank you.
Those are truly hard acts to follow, but I'm going to try real quick. So how about if we give another round of applause for these impressive individuals? Before we close out the program tonight, I do want to thank a couple of people, and I will start by acknowledging my colleagues who all came up here to present these impressive students, because without their beautiful words and their support of this program, it wouldn't be as lovely as it is and as enjoyable as it is each year. So how about a round of applause for them as well? I would also like to take a moment to thank my colleagues who actually made this night possible. It was not me. They just had me stand up here and speak for a while. But C and Brody, they're the ones whose office is right behind me, who live in this space every day and really made it look the way it did tonight. So let's give them a round of applause. And now some closing remarks for our honorees tonight. Although after listening to you, I actually don't feel I need to say this. I feel that maybe you got my remarks before the evening because of every word that came out of your mouth. But I'm going to leave you with a charge. So being responsible for alumni relations, you will hear from me again. You will hear from me for the rest of your life. Because my expectation of you is that you will continue to stay involved. You all appear to be very involved students, which I loved hearing about each and every one of you. And as we engage our alumni, it is only possible through the work of the alumni who are here, who are student leaders, and who continue to work with us and making sure that we truly can keep our massive alumni network engaged, which is over 320,000 alums. So that I have a team of individuals, and it's not possible to do this without your help. So I'd like to ask you here tonight in front of everyone and the world on camera, on live stream, to stay involved, to stay connected, be a volunteer, be a leader, help a student, help a fellow alum, but really just do what you can to ensure that this network continues to be strong. Again, congratulations. And my last plug for the evening is about Giving Day. I would be remiss and maybe fired if I didn't mention Giving Day is happening this week. So in just under 2 days, 29 hours, actually, not that I'm counting, but we will celebrate Giving Day. And what that is really a celebration of philanthropy across the campus here. For 24 hours, there's a lot of activities that are happening on campus, and they're happening online, and I hope in some way that you will choose to participate. If you're on campus, get out of your office, go see the student orgs that will be on Krentzman Quad, stop by Centennial Common. Again, a lot of activity happening on campus, and I hope you'll join me in celebrating the day. And I promise that is the last thing that I will say for this evening, except to thank you for being here. And for those of you online, thank you, and I hope you enjoy your evening. For those of you here, we do have some hors d'oeuvres at the other end of the building, so please feel free to join in. And again, congratulations.